How your skills can land you online jobs in 22, 6, and 5. Tips to not lose them after the interview. Hey, friend. Welcome back to the podcast for those who are looking for the dream job and travelers. If you're listening to this while dreaming about working from your laptop, traveling more, or finally landing an online job that gives you freedom, this episode is for you. Today we're talking about something really important, and honestly, something most people skip completely when they apply for online jobs. Before platforms, before interviews, before follow, let me ask you this. What are you actually good at? Not what your CV says, not what sounds impressive, but what you genuinely know how to do well. Part 1. You're probably more qualified than you think this is. Where so many travelers and remote job seekers get stuck, they jump straight into Upwork. They start sending proposals. They hope for the best, but they never stop to think about their real skills. It's the ones they've been using for years without realizing they're valuable. And here's the truth. Most people already have skills that work perfectly online. They just don't know how to explain them or sell them to the right client. If you've ever explained something clearly to someone, if you've helped organize emails, schedules, or tasks, if you're patient, communicative, or detail-oriented, if you've worked with clients, students, or customers, you already have marketable skills. Part 2. Turning everyday skills into online jobs. Let's connect the dots. If you're good at explaining things, that can turn into English teaching, tutoring, training. If you're organized, virtual assistant work, admin support, project coordination. If you're good with people, customer support, community management. If you're comfortable with tech, CRM management, content, uploading, online admin roles. This is why so many travelers start as English teachers and later move into virtual assistants or online business support. And where do they find these jobs? Upwork, Preply, Italki, Fiverr, remote job boards. But listen carefully. The platform is not the key. What really matters is what you do after the interview. Part 3. The mistake that costs people the job. Here's something no one really tells you. Getting an interview doesn't mean you're close to being hired. It just means you're still in the game. I've heard this so many times. The interview went great, but they never got back to me. When you look closer, there's a pattern. They didn't follow up. They didn't ask about next steps. They assumed silence meant rejection. In reality, clients are busy. They're talking to multiple candidates, and they're watching who shows initiative. So let's talk about how not to lose the job after the interview. Part 4. 5 tips to not lose the job. After the interview. Tip number 1. Always follow up. Let's clear this up. Following up is not annoying. Not following up is risky. I know someone who interviewed for a virtual assistant job on Upwork. The client liked her, but she never followed up. She thought, if they want me, they'll reach out. It didn't. They hired someone else who simply sent a thank you message and confirmed availability. That's it, a short message like, thank you for the interview. I really enjoyed learning about your project. Can change everything. Tip number 2. Ask about the next step before the interview ends. Ask, what are the next steps? When do you expect to make a decision? This shows professionalism, reduces anxiety, and gives you a clear moment to follow up. Waiting in silence rarely works. Tip number 3. Show reliability, especially if you travel. Let's be honest. Clients worry about hiring travelers. They wonder, will the Wi-Fi be stable? Will time zones be an issue? Will this person disappear? So, address it before they ask. Talk about your schedule. Explain how you manage time zones. Mention tools like Zoom, Google Calendar, Notion, or Slack. Traveling isn't a weakness. It shows adaptability and independence if you frame it right. Tip number 4. Reconfirm your value after the interview. Don't disappear. Send a message that connects your skills to their needs. Something like, based on our conversation, I believe my experience managing emails and client communication would support your workflow. This reminds them why they liked you. Asterisk tip number 5. Treat this like a business. Here's the hard truth. Clients can tell when online work is just a backup plan. Successful travelers treat their remote work like a real business. They reply on time. They follow up. They set boundaries. They communicate clearly. Same skills. Different mindset. So you don't need more skills, you need strategy. If you're applying for online jobs and not getting results, chances are you already have the skills. You're just not using them strategically. Start with what you're good at. Show up professionally. And please don't disappear after the interview. Opportunities are often lost in silence, not rejection. And yes, you can absolutely build a remote career that supports your travel lifestyle in 2026. Just don't stop too soon.